simple but effective feature that will help you change the way you use SmartSuite and TVThread at your school. Let's get into it.
Alrighty, so let's get started. First thing I want to run you guys through is understanding how security works in SmartSuite. I like to show this in a bar graph, and I'll show you exactly what I mean now. So on my left hand side of my screen you should see some numbers. Okay, these are security levels for both Patron and record security. On the bottom line we have our classifications. For this example I'll only be doing a year 7 to year 12, but it works for primaries as well. Right. I'll add our classifications. As you can see, our staff have a security level of 50. Year 7s have a security level of 7, 8s have an 8, 9 has 9, and so on. Okay. I like to do it this way so it keeps everything clean. Always match your security level to your classification. Let's add our record security. Okay, by default your records should come through with a security of 50, as you can see here, this orange line. Okay, and I'm running this example of one single record. Okay, so currently as this record sits at level 50, anyone who has an equal level or higher level can view this record. So looking at this line right here, it tells me that only our staff members can view this record. Okay, if we look at our year 7s through to 12, they are all below this line, therefore they do not have access to it. If we were to go and update our record security to say 8, allowing our year 8s to view this record, you notice that that security line, our record line, has dropped down to a level of 8. Alright, this means that as our year 7s are below this number, they cannot view this record. Our year 8s are equal to this number, so they can view. Year 9, 10, 11 and 12, including staff, are all above the line, therefore that they can view that program with no issues. Okay, so when you want to share a record or change a record security, remember always to share it with the lowest classification you want to view that record. Therefore everyone above that classification will also be able to view that record. Okay, let's do another example. If I change my security level to say 11, okay, let's update that. You can see that line again has moved, and we can see that year 7, 8, 9 and 10 are below my record security, therefore they can't view it. Year 11s are again equal, year 12s are over, including our staff. Alright, so that's how security works. What I'd like to do now is jump into SmartSuite, where I can walk you through setting up security and utilizing it within SmartSuite. Alrighty, now that we're in SmartSuite, first thing I want you to check is your catalog defaults for 1, TV for Education, and 2, YouTube. Now your catalog defaults are what applies security to your records when they're added. Now that can be from books when importing from SKIS, to TVThread or YouTube when a staff member adds it to your school's collection. Right, to find your catalog defaults, from your main menu, click on Catalog, Global Catalog. Now for Global Catalog, for those who haven't used it, it's used to import data from Z3950 databases like SKIS. So We will be doing another video on global catalog, so keep your eyes peeled. Now hover over your left side of the screen, click on your configuration button and catalog defaults. Alright, you can see we've got a few set up here. We're looking for TV Fred and YouTube. So we can see TV Fred, security is set to 50 already, and that's really good. And as I said in the intro, your records should by default be set to 50. YouTube, as you can see, security is set to 0. This means that any YouTube item that a staff member adds to your school's collection, if your students have login access to SmartSuite, they will be able to view these items. So what we'll do is just update that to 50 and hit save. Okay. So now our YouTube and TV Fred are marked as security 50. Alright, you can close this off now. Second thing you want to check is your Patron security levels. Okay, so to do that, from your main menu, configuration, global functions. Now, security branches off to patrons via the classification. Okay, so by default, they are normally set to 0. So you will have to come in and update your security levels for your classifications. So under our class grade edit tab, right, these are our list of classifications. As you can see, staff is set to 50, administrators is set to 999, year 7 is set to 7, 10 is set to 10, jump to our second page, 11 is 11, 9 is 9, 8 is 8. Alright, now we set it up like this so that it's super simple for you guys when looking at a classification and then figuring out what security level they have. Alrighty, so now that these are all set, if we wanted to change them, it's as simple as hitting the edit button on the left here, hovering over to your secure to field, and then making a change. Okay, and then you just hit the update button. We will leave them as 7 because that is what they were before. Alrighty, so double check that your classification matches your security level. Okay, now you do have 2 security level fields, secure from and secure to. Secure from should always be 0, and your secure to should be the number that you want this classification to have. Alrighty, now that that's done, third thing I want you to check is your record security. Okay, so as I said, when teachers are adding items to your collection, they will come through with the security that is set in the catalog default. In this case, it is set to 50. A good way to check is from your main menu, hit reports, and then your TV for Education management report. Now this report will list everything that's been recently added. Okay, it's ordered by date, so if something was added today, it will appear first. Okay, as you can see, we've got our very first record. It's a YouTube item and a security of 50. Okay, now we can go through, we can see obviously these things have been edited by a staff member. Okay, so we can see most of them are set to 50. If for whatever reason I wanted to change the security of a record from this page, you've got your catalog edit button on the left. So let's say Science Max is a kids experiments video, as we can see here. So we will click on the edit button. Go to our copies, highlight our security level, and we can update it to whatever we want. If we want 7s and up to view, we can either mark it as 0, meaning anyone can view this item, or you can leave it as 7, meaning that only 7s and up can view that. Okay, so if you're a primary school, you don't want preps to grade 6 viewing this item, you can obviously select 7 as a security, click off, it'll go red, meaning there's a change that has been done, hit save, and that item will now be visible by anyone with the security of 7 or higher. Okay, so a good example is if I log in, right, so I believe that I am a Year 10 student, so let's just double check that. Check that my security is set on my Patron. Find Donald. Okay, so my security is set to 10. If I wanted to change that to 0, for example, hit save. Okay, my security is now 0. I'll need to log out to make this change effective. Sign back in. Go to My School Collection. Alright, and the only record I can see is this one, Minute Physics. And as we saw from our TV Fred report, that I believe was security of 0. Minute Physics, security 0. Okay, so that's the only record that I can view. If I then want to change my security back to 10, for example, for being a Year 10 student, find save that again. Let's sign out and sign back in. Okay, go back to My School Collection, and there's my Science Max YouTube program. Okay, and we updated that security to 7. So as 7 is below 10, I can view that item. Alrighty, so that is security in SmartSuite. It works for both books and YouTube or TV Fred items. Now, the way it works for books is if a user goes to loan an item that is outside of their security level, in circulation you will receive an error message. Okay, this message will just tell you that they do not have the correct security permissions, so that the user, when loaning out, can say, you can't actually loan this out, put it away, get a different book. Alrighty. So thanks for sitting in with me again. I really appreciate all your guys' time. If you do have any questions at all, our team is waiting in the support chat, located to the right of your YouTube streaming box. Again, please subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our videos that we're uploading, and hit that notification bell as well. Thanks, guys.
Well, thanks again for joining, guys. If you have any further questions about security, our team are waiting in the chat on the right hand side of your screen. You can ask us there. If you have any further questions about anything else to do with SmartSuite or TV for Ed, hit us up in the mailbox. If you don't know how to get to the mailbox, click the link in the description below and we'll get back to you. Thanks guys. Don't forget also to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any further trainings.